I'm Radio 102.1 FM, and yes, it's time for the Sport In A Jiffy, your morning breakfast sports show. More like your tonic to keep you going during the day. It's going to be spicy, juicy, and sportilicious this morning. I am Jajboye here, and I'll be scooping beats for you this morning from the ever-exciting world of sport for the next 10 minutes or thereabout. Yeah, just football, people, because that's how we did it on Friday. We're thanking God it's Friday today the 17th day in the month of November, year 2023. Don't forget I can keep track of this update and more by following us across all social media platforms. On Next and Instagram at Impact 102.1 FM. You can watch us live on YouTube, Impact 102.1 FM. So bad, so sad, so down, so exasperated, and yes, the Super Eagles of Nigeria made it like that for us. What to say about the team that missed out of the FIFA World Cup qualifiers in 2022 in Qatar? And now, feels like we are doing that again this time around. So tepid, so poor, so slow, not inspiring. Maybe nothing superb about the Super Eagles this morning. And yes, on the note of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, where we'll be kickstarting the show this morning, just so you know, we drew against Lesotho last night. The team that is being ranked 153 in the world rankings are up against a team that is in the 1 to 50s, because right now we are sitting 40th in the world ranking. Former Super Eagles goalkeeper Joseph Dosu has said yesterday that the 1-1 draw against the Crocodiles of Lesotho is like a defeat for Nigeria. Don't forget that the Eagles forced Lesotho to a draw at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium in Uyo yesterday as we came from behind in Group C opener of the 2026 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. Motemotlo Munkwazi put the visitors into the lead in the 56th minute of the game before defender Oluwashemilego Ajayi equalized for Nigeria with 23 minutes remaining, and then only the Serie A pair of Victor Osimhen and Samuel Chukwueze were missing for the Eagles through injury. In an interview after the game, Dosu, who was disappointed, said it was very difficult to process the result. The Atlanta 1996 Olympic gold medalist in football said nothing should have stopped Nigeria from beating Lesotho. I mean, nothing absolutely. Drawing on our home soil, so bad, so bad for us. And it feels like we are treading the same path, the same one we treaded last year, the same one we treaded in 2022. Well, let's just skip that. Let's go to other matches that were played across Africa yesterday. Because, well, we can keep talking about the Super Eagles on and on. But then that was a disappointing display. Nothing really to write home about. And don't forget that we still got a couple of matches to be played in that particular group. And then we are hearing that the Zimbabweans might boycott their own game based on one or two issues they are having with their federation. In other teams that were in the same group with Nigeria, South Africa, Lesotho, Benin Republic, and Rwanda and Zimbabwe. Let's just hope that in the next game, the one that will be playing against Zimbabwe on Sunday, hopefully that game will be holding and they will come out on top of that one. Players of Zimbabwe's senior men's national team, the Warriors, are threatening to boycott training yesterday over unpaid allowances. The team is in Rwanda, where they are preparing for their second Group C match of the 2026 World Cup qualifiers against Nigeria Super Eagles at Oye Stadium in Butare on Sunday. And in their first game on Wednesday, the Warriors held Rwanda to a goalless draw in their opening game. According to news reports, the players are disgruntled with the non-payment of their daily allowance by the Zimbabwe Football Association, ZIFA Normalization Committee, who have carried a bloated staff complement to Rwanda. The players are also demanding something for the draw against Rwanda, with reports that the ZIFA National Committee only wanted to pay them $2,000 for a win and nothing for a draw. And as a match, the players never agreed to such an agreement. It was gathered that members of the Zimbabwe Football Association are in a marathon meeting to resolve the matter. And from that, let's talk about the Nigerian Premier Football League. This morning, another Lego battle may have cropped into the Nigerian Premier Football League. Because based on the broadcasting rights that we just saw that happen a couple of days ago, and then the party is coming out now to challenge the other party, and then they are saying they are the only ones who have the right to broadcast agreement with the Nigerian Premier Football League, and the letter was dated November 9, 2023, and it has been addressed to the Chief Operations Officer of the new television, who just got the right to broadcast the Nigerian Premier Football League. Let's see how this one is going to pan out. Maybe this is not looking good for the new deal, and then don't forget that this deal is going to be some kind of 5-year deal, and it's going to be worth about $1.6 billion. We just recently saw the signature of that particular, I think early this month, if I'm not mistaken. And yes, across Africa last night, someone got a super hat-trick, and then he's now the player with the most goals for his country in the qualifiers. Talking about no other person than King Mohamed Salah. Yes, he hit 4 goals as Egypt cruised to victory in their first qualifiers for the 2020 FIFA World Cup. The match in Group A, totally dominated by the Salah's force for Egypt, came in the 17th minute after Mustafa Mohamed whipped in a cross from the left, and yes, he scored another one 5 minutes later, where he made it 2-0 from the penalty spot, and then he completed his hat-trick shortly after the break, pouncing on the ball from Ahmed Al-Fatou, and then with 20 minutes to go, Salah bagged his fourth with El-Fatou again, the provider, and Mohamed added a fifth 4 minutes later. However, in Group G, Algeria beat Somalia 3-1 at home after Mozambique won 3-2 away against Botswana earlier yesterday. Gabon came from behind to beat Kenya 2-1 in Group F, thanks to an 88-minute winner, with Burundi sealing a 3-2 home win over the Gambia in a Group F match played in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. And Sudan drew 1-1 against Togo in Benin, Libya. In Group B, which contains continental champion Senegal, in Thursday's late match, Cape Verde and Angola drew 0-0 in their Group D opener in Praia. As it is now, well, it's only against Nigeria that all of these minor teams, becomes a big team. You can see the likes of Algeria winning their games 3-1, and even Egypt won theirs 5-0. That one ended. Away from CAF, let's talk about the Super Falcons. Yes, Super Falcons defender Ashley Promptly has won both October Player of the Month award in Saudi Arabia Women's Premier League. Promptly beat 2 other nominees to land the individual award. She put a total of 53.5% to finish first. The runner-up got 40.8%, while the third place player had 5.7%. Promptly being named Player of the Month did not come as a surprise, as she bagged the hat-trick in her debut game for Al Ittihad, who beat Eastern Film 3-0 in the league opener in October. It is a double celebration for her. She also won last month's Goal of the Month award. From African continent, let's go straight to Europe this morning. And yes, Lionel Messi could not help Argentina extend their unbeaten streak since winning the World Cup. And after the match, he credited countryman and fellow national team coach Marcelo Bielsa for implementing his style on Uruguay. Uruguay beat Argentina 2-0 at the La Bombonera Stadium in Buenos Aires on Thursday, their second big win under new coach Bielsa after beating Brazil 2-1 in October. The result handed Argentina their first loss in a competitive match since the World Cup group stage opener against Saudi Arabia during last year's finals in Qatar. Argentina still lead the 10-man Team South American qualifying group with 12 points from 5 matches, but Uruguay are second with 10 points and were aggressive from the start against the world champions. Anyway, from that, days after his father was released by kidnappers, the father of Colombia striker Luis Diaz was in tears on Thursday as he watched his son score both goals in 2-1 win over Brazil in the World Cup qualifying match, wearing a Colombia jersey. And Luis Manuel Diaz fell on top of some people next to him in the stands at the Metropolitano Stadium and wept next to his wife, Clenelis Moralanda, as he celebrated. Luis Manuel Diaz was held captive for 12 days in a mountainous region by the ELN guerrilla group. He was united with his family on Tuesday, and yes, he was there in the stands to watch his son score 2 goals in 5 minutes to take the lead over Brazil. And in the English Premier League, Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta has been charged by the Football Association (FA) for comments that were insulting towards match officials. English soccer governing body said yesterday Arteta had branded the decision not to rule out Anthony Gordon's goal in Arsenal's 1-0 defeat to Newcastle United on November 4 as an embarrassment and a disgrace after the goal stood following a triple VR assessment. Arteta now has until November 21 to provide a response to the charge. And talking about European qualifiers, this morning Cristiano Ronaldo found the back of the net to help Portugal beat Leicester 2-0 in Group J clash on Thursday as the 38-year-old tied Belgium's Romelu Lukaku as the Euro 2024 qualifying campaign's top scorer, with their spots for the finals already secured. Portugal on top of their group on 27 points, 8 ahead of second place Slovakia. Leicester are bottom with no points after 9 games. Portugal manager Roberto Martinez decided not to rest any of his usual starters, but his side struggled against the lowly rivals and were unable to break the deadlock in the first half. And let me give you the result of matches that were played in the European Championship qualifying Group A yesterday. Cyprus lost 1-3 to Spain. Georgia played 2-2 up against Scotland. Yes, Kvaratskhelia scoring the brace against Scotland there, and then Scott McTominay getting on the score sheet for Scotland as well. While Liechtenstein lost 2-0 to Portugal. Luxembourg were 4-1 winners over Bosnia and Herzegovina. Slovakia were 4-2 winners over Iceland. Azerbaijan won 3-0 up against Sweden. Estonia lost 0-2 at home to Austria, while Bulgaria drew 2-2 to Hungary. Montenegro were 2-0 winners over Lithuania. And in the FIFA Under-17 Men's World Cup, Ecuador Under-17 played a 1-0 draw up against Panama, while Morocco defeated Indonesia 3-1 in Group B. Canada Under-17 lost 1-5 up against the Mali Under-17, while Uzbekistan Under-17 played 2-0 draw up against Spain Under-17. International friendlies that were played yesterday in Norway were 2-0 winners over Faroe Island. Our other games will be coming up today in the European Championship qualifying Group C. England will be hosting Malta, Italy will be hosting North Macedonia, while in Group E, Moldova will be hosting Albania, Poland will be hosting Czech Republic. Group H will be seeing Kazakhstan up against San Marino, Finland will be hosting Northern Ireland, while Denmark will be hosting Slovenia. In the FIFA Under-17 Men's World Cup games to be played today, England Under-17 will be playing against Brazil Under-17. Two big winners are coming up against one another today, 1 p.m. Nigerian time. You should look out for that one. And yes, the Republic of Ireland will be hosting New Caledonia Under-17. This New Caledonia, they've been should I say absorbing the goals left, right and center at this point in time. While in Group D, matches already on the way at this point in time. Poland Under-17, 7 minutes played already up against Argentina Under-17, while Senegal Under-17 will be playing against Japan Under-17. 6 minutes into the game already. We just hope Senegal are able to come out on top of this one, because yes, they've won 2 games in a row already. Hopefully they get this third one, and then they are into the next round. Official. International friendlies today, Greece will be hosting New Zealand. Sports in a Jiffy it is, and yes, I'll be doing it in a Jiffy. I'll be calling the wrap on the package this morning. Many thanks to you for being a part of the show. Do want to join us tomorrow on the Sports Up Show 2 to 3 p.m. where we get to talk about everything happening in the ever exciting world of sport. We take you through all of these stories, deep into it, decipher all of the hot topics, take you through the nitty-gritty of the major stories making the rounds. Yes, you can get to talk about the Super Eagles of Nigeria on the show tomorrow. Yeah, you need to be a part of that one, because yes, John List, we're already asking you, Special, what's going to happen after this particular qualifiers. What if the NFF decide to sack him right about now? And then he's asking, why sacking me? Me? That was the only response he could give. But then, should we ask the question, is it the fault of the coach or the fault of the players? That's a big question and a one to really look out for, and then we'll be looking at that particular one on the show tomorrow. Ayode Jajiboye signing out this morning. Do have yourself a lovely weekend. Stay sporty, stay active, drink enough water to stay hydrated. Stay safe out there, people. Stay safe. The morning impact show continues. Afion Giyeni is here. Afi the Great. Good morning.
Hey, High Impact.
Hi, how may I help you?
Which club is the first to win Champions League?
That's very easy. Real Madrid. The first Champions League was won by Real Madrid during the 1955 and 1956 season.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
We're the vibe for the weekend to keep you all week long. I'm feeling vibes